full wave rectification, simulation. This you have done in previous labs. That's why I'm straight away moving on. I will do with the first one. Second one in your free time you can try if you are interested. So full wave rectifier, ready circuit is available. Ready circuit is there. Circuit is available, full wave rectifier, bridge type. This is bridge type. Okay. If you put the cursor, instructions are there. Instruction says you can fix any RL value. Just I am giving it 400. RL value I am giving it 400. Okay. This is the first step. RL value, you have to fix any value and then click on the on button. Here somewhere on button is there. Then the entire thing will start working. You have to click on button, then entire thing will start on working. Fix the resistor value, then click on button. Then go and click on the sine wave button. Sine wave button. Now sine wave will enter into the circuit. This is the bridge type full wave rectifier circuit. Now input sine wave, when I clicked on it, input sine wave is activated. It goes into the circuit. For positive half cycle, here positive half cycle, this D1 and D2 will be in forward bias. D3, D4 will be in reverse bias. So if you click on the oscilloscope button, you will be able to see the waveform. You will be able to see the waveform. This is for both forward. This is for both positive half cycle and negative half cycle of the input waveform. Positive half cycle and negative half cycle of the input waveform. What is displayed here is only output. What is displayed here is only output. If you want to see both the input and output, click on the dual button. Click on the dual button. So this is about the input blue color waveform. Output is this orange color waveform. Okay. Now if I want to separate them, this position by channel 1 I am having input. So you can just drag it upside. So sine wave blue color goes up. And if you drag the second one, channel 2 I am having output. If you drag it down, the output waveform orange color, they are separated. Okay. This is just positioning. If you put them center, they will be overlapped. If you put the cursor center, they will be overlapped. If you drag it separately, whichever you want, you take it upside. Whichever you want, you just to see them clearly, and we are separating the two waveforms. Blue color is the input waveform. Orange color is the output waveform. For positive half cycle, output is as it is positive half cycle because D1, D2 are forward bias. For the negative half cycle, D3, D4 are forward bias. Negative half cycle, D3, D4 are forward bias. Other two diodes are reverse bias. Okay, because D3, D4 forward bias, it is coming again in the positive side only. It is not going negative side. It is coming in positive side because the negative half cycle of input waveform acts as forward bias for the D3 and D4 diodes. D3 and D4 diodes. This is only one full cycle, positive and negative. This is only one full cycle, positive and negative. If you want to get more number of full cycles, increase the frequency. Frequency means number of repetitions. If you are increasing the frequency, you can drag it. You can increase the frequency. You see the waveform, more number of cycles are coming. Okay, positive, negative, more number of. I'm increasing the frequency. Frequency means more number of repetitions. One positive cycle, negative half cycle is one full cycle. I'm increasing them means again repeat, repeat, repeat. So more number of cycles are coming. You can see over here the full wave rectifier, output waveform. Okay, it is continuously in the positive side. These are called ripples, not constant. This is called pulsating DC, not pure DC, pulsating DC. Okay, you can see the height of the waveform, height of the input waveform, height of the input waveform. One box is covered on the positive side. This is origin, this is origin, this is y-axis. If you take this, you assume this as origin for the blue color waveform. You assume this as origin for the blue color waveform. On the positive side, one box is filled. Negative side, one box is filled. If you want to increase or decrease it, you can just, okay, you can just change this. You can see height of the blue color waveform is increased. If you just decrease it, height of the blue color waveform is decreased. Okay, this is just for increasing and decreasing the height, amplitude or strength of the signal or height. Okay, so this option is for that, increasing the frequency. If you want to change, if you want to move the signals horizontally, you can use this button, left and right. You can use the button left and right, you can move the waveforms, and horizontally only one button for moving both the waveforms, but vertically channel 1 you have separate button, channel 2 you have separate button for moving the waveform. Okay, if you want to increase the channel 1 voltage, you can just here the thing is, it is one box. I told you on the positive side it is one box. Here the representation is 1 volt. Here the representation is 1 volt per division. 1 volt per division. On the positive side, one division is there. Positive side, one box means one division is there. Here volt per division. Okay, division cancels and 1 volt is the height. 1 volt is the height. If I want to make the input signal, blue color waveform signal 2 volts, I want to make the blue color waveform 2 volts. If I increase it, what will happen? If I increase it to 2, okay, now the height is 2 volts. Now it is one division into volt per division. Division cancel. Now 2 volts is the height of input waveform. 2 volts is the height of input waveform. Okay, now you click and click the oscillation. This is the output waveform obtained now. Click on the dual, both are visible. Okay, something like that. You can change the amplitude of the waveform also. Change the amplitude of input waveform also. You can just increase it to 5 volts up to 10 is possible. Now the height is 10. For calculation, height is 10. Visibility, it is maintaining one division. Visibility, it is maintaining one division. Okay. Now the channel 2 also you can increase or decrease the height. Channel 2 also you can increase or decrease the height. This is about the controls for channel 1. This is about the controls for channel 2. All these things are there. And here the calculations. What is the current flowing in the circuit? Current flowing in the circuit. How to calculate the ripple factor? Ripple factor formula is VAC by VDC. And VAC is nothing but square root of Vrms square minus VDC square. And Vrms square means V maximum by root 2. V maximum by root 2. Maximum means, for example, if you see the input channel 1, here I am maintaining 10 volts, 10 into one box. If I just now you can see on the positive side one box is there. Okay, so positive side it is 8.7 volts, negative side it is minus 8.7 volts. Because here the voltage is 8.7 into one division. 8.7 into one division. Okay, so 8.7 is the positive side, negative side also 8.7. Why I am telling this? V maximum means one-sided maximum value, peak value. One-sided peak value, which is 8.7. Divided by root 2 is nothing but RMS value. And if you multiply this Vm into 2 by pi, pi means 3.14. Pi means 3.14. So Vm is 8.7 as per our input waveform. If you multiply 8.7 with 2 by pi, that is DC voltage. Then using the VRS and VDC, you can calculate ripple factor. You can calculate ripple factor. So all these things are there. All these things are there in virtual labs. I will show you what is the possibility of doing this. This is a tabular column. This is a tabular column. So what I have fixed in the circuit, RL value is 400. What I have fixed in the circuit, virtual labs, RL value 400. So input current, it is already getting displayed. Okay. VAC, VDC, we have formulas for finding VAC, VDC. You can see here. Input current is displayed. Peak current flowing in the circuit is displayed. VAC, VDC, you can find them. Using the formulas, you can find. First, you have to find Vrms. Then substitute in the formula, Vrms square minus VDC square is nothing but VAC. And VDC is nothing but Vm into 2 by pi. So finally, VAC you can find. VDC also you can find. So in the tabular column, they are asking VAC value, VDC value, current value. Okay, RL we are fixing. Just now I fixed 400. Then 2 into V maximum by pi. V maximum or Vm is one and the same. This is VDC only. This column is extra. These two columns are one and the same. VDC and 2 maximum by pi. Both are one and the same. Ripple factor, you have the formulas here. Ripple factor VAC by VDC is the formula for ripple factor. You can find that. And efficiency always it is 8.12, 81.12. Okay, whatever you substitute, that value is a constant and it will be very close. After finally calculating the value, efficiency will come very close to 81%. That will be the final value in the last column throughout the table. Okay. Now for the second time I can fix RL equal to 500. Second time I can fix RL equal to 500. So here it is 400, no? So I have to just switch off. Everything will come to off. Now I have to start the experiment once again. I have to fix RL equal to 500. Okay. So now in the second row, I have to put RL equal to 500. Now what is the current flowing? What are the voltages? What is the ripple factor? Second row, I can calculate. So I have to repeat the experiment. On, then sine wave, then oscilloscope, then dual button. Okay, dual button, both are visible. Now current is available, you have to copy that. Now maximum value is again 8.7 and one box is covered. So 8.7 is the voltage. And during that time, what is the VAC, VDC, all these are possibilities. We can repeat the experiment in virtual labs. Now next time you can put 1000, RL value 1000. You have to just switch off everything. So it will come to initial position. Now in the beginning RL you have to put 1000 is the value. Now I am fixing for RL. Then I am switching on the entire circuit, switch on the input waveform and switch on the output waveform and click on dual. Both the waveforms will be visible. Now you note down, you calculate and note down. Okay, current differs, you calculate and note down the values. So like that calculations can be done in this tabular column. This is without filter. W by O means without filter. We are not connecting any capacitor at the output side. In the virtual labs, we are having without filter only. So RL, parallel to RL, we can connect a capacitor. So that will be called as with filter. Now this circuit is without filter. So you can do in virtual labs, you can complete this table for different RL values, do the calculation. For different RL values, do the calculation. Okay. This is about the first thing.